Well, my name is Odie, and I drive the Hiker Yearbook school bus. I call it Chug-a-Lug. It gets 8 miles to the gallon if I'm going downhill with the engine turned off. But basically, I get to live in this thing 4 or 5 months a year. I travel the Appalachian Trail and get through hikers to send in photos, and I produce a book every year. So I'm not full-time van life, but for 5 months a year, I completely live the dream. This is it's a Chevy. It's got a 350 in it. It's got a $2,400 transmission that I just put in, so that was fun. But yeah, I love it. It's my baby. It's totally rebuilt. Everything that's original is literally the body. The body has about 240,000 miles on it. It started out working in the Nashville city school system, and then it was taken over by a church organization called the Inner City Ministries, and they gave rides to handicapped children to church. When they basically decommissioned it, I bought it up and ripped the engine out and transmission, rebuilt the bottom end, and built the inside. So what I do is I deal with hikers, and I give hikers rides places and stuff, and hikers smell really bad. So I did everything in cedar thinking that it would absorb the smell of hikers. Didn't. But I'm very simple. I have my writing desk and my cedar chest and then all of my little trinkets. My couch folds out, comes out into 3 clicks, so it's actually a queen size mattress, which is really cool because it's a bigger bed than what I even have at home. But other than that, I'm very simple. I cook with my camping gear stove, stuff like that. Bathrooms, as far as that, I just go in the woods. No air conditioner. It's got a great heater, but it can go about 65 miles an hour. I'm pretty happy with that. It stops at about the same speed. But yeah, I call her Chug-a-Lug, and she has carried probably 1,000 hikers around the Appalachian Trail. And then this is the book that I create.
Oh yeah, that's good.
This is the Hiker Yearbook, and basically 2,000 to 3,000 people a year attempt to hike the Appalachian Trail. So I travel the trail and get all their photos. They send it to me, and then I create basically a high school yearbook for hikers. And other than that, I just live the dream and get up every day, put on the same pair of pants I put on yesterday, and do my best.
Excellent, excellent. So tell us some of your adventures. Have you run into anything crazy happen, or pretty much, sure?
Of course, everyone has the cops knock on the door every now and again, as far as but both the times that I've had cops knock on the door, one time I was parked at a church, and the cop was like, hey, you can't be here. And then he was like, whoa, this is really nice in here. So we got to talking, and he was like, okay, you can stay. And then another time I got, it was a ranger in a national park, and he was like, hey, you can't be here at all, blah, blah. Whoa, this is really nice. And then he's like, you need to be gone by 5 a.m. So that was a lot of fun. The trail days, we have about 10,000 people, and they wanted to see how many hikers could actually fit on the bus. So we had 37 people in here, like just standing up like this, but 37 is the max capacity, not driving, obviously. Kind of proud about that. No, this is just, it's wonderful because you see the best in people alongside of the road. You really do. So I enjoy living like this. I see happiness everywhere I go.
Yeah, that's what's nice. Yep. That's what's nice. Yeah. That's just like the vanners, That's the same thing we're doing, Just everybody pretty much knows everybody now through all these years.